I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Sunday, the 3rd of August, 2025. Hopefully today, we'll get the regular crowd. And what I mean by that is that yesterday I came back from 2 days off, but I came back on a Saturday. And typically I don't stream on Saturday. It's actually a rare thing if I do. Saturday has been my day off pretty regularly now for a while, probably about a year. And I've honestly liked having Saturday as my day off for various different reasons. But I was here yesterday, but basically many of you were not. I'm curious if today will be any different because Sunday is typically the day when I do stream. But I noticed a distinct drop-off of attendance and support. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. There's many factors. And of course, everyone wants to have a different take or a different spin on it. Oh, didn't you know that it's Evo weekend? So everyone is watching Evo. No, everyone is not watching Evo. In fact, most of my audience doesn't watch competitive fighting games, so that's definitely not it. Oh, aren't you aware that SummerSlam is a 2-day event this year like WrestleMania, and it started in the end of your first stream, and it kept going to your late? Nobody, no. Stop that right now. Seriously, everyone always wants to make excuses, right? Or they want to try to rationalize or justify. It's this simple. Attendance was down yesterday. Now, my trolls don't want normal viewers to know that. My trolls have been doing stupid stuff like view-botting my YouTube streams recently, so you can't actually tell how many people are on a given stream. The good news is YouTube doesn't count view bots for anything. It's just nonsense and a complete waste of everybody's time. So after the fact, I'm able to check the stats of the stream to see how it's going. And definitely yesterday, it was a slowdown. All right. So I am hoping that it'll pick up today. We'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get more viewers. Hopefully some regulars will return. Because, that is also the distinct thing when you're on a stream and you're like, okay, some of the regulars are here, but where's this person who usually would be on a particular stream and they're just not there. Like, well, something's up then, right? I wonder what the heck's going on. So we'll have to see how it goes today. Hopefully it'll go well today and we can bounce back because, in tandem with lower attendance comes lower support. And yesterday I didn't hit a single support goal, not even close. On the first stream of Ludo, we got about $80. Which honestly is what I was expecting. The premiere stream of Ludo only did about 100. I wasn't expecting the world, but I was expecting to try to finish the game. Once again, seriously, this is so dumb, all right? These online things that estimate the length of games, they're literally always wrong. If you search right now on Google and you say, how long does it take to beat Ludo? It'll be like, oh, if you're playing it really fast speed, running at 2.5 hours, or average finish time is like 4.5 hours. So hold on. I'm 5 hours in. I haven't gotten stuck on anything for more than like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Yesterday, you could argue on the audio puzzle, I got stuck. So even if you erase that amount of time, okay, still, I'd be like 4 hours and 40 minutes into this game, and we're not done with it yet. People are saying there's probably about another half an hour to 45 minutes left in the game, and that's the resolution of the game. So I just really don't understand where these estimates come from, because I was actually told, oh, Ludo's short, you'll beat it in one stream. No. I would say for a shorter indie game, it's actually a decent length. Really. Like, I think it's actually a pretty decent length. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm liking the game. It's actually hooked me now, because now, without spoiling, the game is kind of showing cracks in the cracks in the system, cracks in the what's happening. I see. Here's the thing. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't played or watched it yet, but the entire game we've all been asking, what's going on? Is the house haunted? Are you going crazy? Well, we're finally getting answers, and it's very interesting to find out what's actually going on, but we're not there yet. Like, we're near the end. So I can't wait to actually finish it later on in the week. But it's not a fan favorite. It's not bringing out a lot of viewers and support. It is what it is. I like doing different things every once in a while in the schedule. This obviously is not a giant mainstream game. This is not a big hyped release. It was just something I wanted to do because it looked interesting and different. I'm happy with the fact that people are at least coming by and semi-supporting it. It's not getting tons of support, but hey, it's fun, okay? So FYI, later on in the week, we're going to finish it. How we're going to do it is thus. Since there's only 30, 40 minutes left in the game, I'm going to do a night stream. I'm thinking probably Tuesday night, okay? Here's what the stream will be. For the first half an hour to 40 minutes, let's finish Ludo, and I'll give you my thoughts. Then we'll convert the stream over to a chill with Phil late-night chill session where we'll just hang out and enjoy each other's company, and it won't be, all serious business about playing or finishing a game or anything like that. That way, people already know up front, yes, there's going to be Ludo, but you can stick around and you'll have fun hanging out with me. And hopefully we'll get more people to attend the stream than just those who would have been there for Ludo. Okay? So that's coming up, like I said, probably Tuesday night. And hopefully we can wrap up the game then. All right? So last night, GTA 4 with mods. Let's talk about this. All right? So basically, GTA 4 with mods is a game that you guys wanted. Ever since I got into PC gaming again, and we started talking about modified versions of games, it was like, oh, do Dark Souls and do GTA. So I did Dark Souls in January, February, and now we got around to GTA. In fact, you guys voted that this is what you wanted as a summertime playthrough, which is why we actually played it first. There was other options like playing Suikoden 2 and stuff like that, but you voted for GTA. The first few weeks, 2-3 weeks, went really well. All right. And here comes this idiot with 400 accounts on YouTube. Anyway, so first 2-3 weeks went pretty well. The bummer here is that I started it right before I had to have an unscheduled week off. And that's always the worst, right? It is. It's the worst because people were excited. There was big momentum. And then that momentum was crushed when I wasn't here for a week. So I came back and it's been doing all right, but then all of a sudden, a stream where we didn't do so well, right? And so I said to everyone, well, let's make it a night stream. And on the night streams, let's see how it goes. And if it goes well, amazing. Let's have it actually, stay as a night stream and we'll do 2-hour increments. Please bear with me. I'm trying to ban 40 clone accounts from an idiot. So, yeah, let's see how it does. Hopefully it does well as a night stream. And if it does well as a night stream, then we'll finish it off that way. But what happened was when I announced that I was moving GTA 4 to night streams from day streams, some people got up in arms. They were like, oh, come on. It was only one stream that didn't hit the goal, and it was, it was just a one-off. Can we please just keep having it as a day stream? And I said, no. I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a night stream, and we're going to see how it does. If it does come back, meaning, let's say people show up and support it as a night stream, showing that it really was just a fluke, that it had a slow day stream, then after a couple of night streams like that, I'll move it back to the daytime slot. Then, based on how that works, I may even consider doing the DLCs, because it's another thing. Ever since I started this playthrough in early July, you guys have been asking for the DLCs. Will you do Lost and Damned? Will you do Ballad of Gay Tony? And I said, well, we got to get through the main game first, but let's see. So here's the thing. I'm finally starting to have some recollection of when I played this game back in 2019. And if you're not aware, when I played this game in 2019, which was my second playthrough ever of the game, the same exact thing happened. I'm not kidding. People said, oh, we want GTA, we want GTA. So we did GTA 4. And people said, we want the DLCs. You did them years ago, do them again. And then halfway through the playthrough, the attendance and the support and the overall interest dipped. So it's history repeating itself, basically, this time around. So I'm glad that I actually said, we're not bringing it back to day streams yet. Let's try it out for a couple night streams and see how it goes. Night stream number 1 It worked really well. The first night stream we did, it made like $180, something crazy like that. So we far exceeded the support goal. And the attendance was also great. Okay. So I said, all right, let's do it one more night stream. In fact, to be honest, I already had assumed it was going to do well. And I already had a stream set up for Tuesday where it was going to be the daytime stream because tomorrow was going to be Death Stranding 2. And then I was probably going to do another Bonanza stream. And then like Tuesday or Wednesday, it was going to be GTA 4 as the day stream. Okay. So I was ready for it to put it back into the schedule and everything. And then last night happened. Last night, attendance was low, meaning at one point we only had like 175 to 80 viewers. Now, I think that went up and down during the stream, but it was pretty low attendance and support was abysmal. We didn't even make $50 on last night's GTA 4 stream. Okay. That is an awful sign. Okay. And there's not much I can do about that. The game is the game. And the game is good, by the way. We are doing well. We're actually almost done with the second third of the game. The second third of the game takes place on Manhattan, where you have all the stuff between Playboy X and Dwayne, and you have all the missions for United Paper and for the Crooked Cop, Frank McCreary, and then you start doing missions for Packy and stuff like that. So there's good variety of gameplay. It's actually quite interesting. I think it's probably one of the best parts of the game. The final third of the game is the Mafia stuff, and we're getting to that right now. So having a great time with it. Like, seriously, I'm having fun with it, and the mods just look gorgeous. Like, there was the mission where you have to escape with Packy on a boat, and the water looks so crazy cool. It's just, like, really awesome, way big improvement from the original. So it went well in that regard. It wasn't like, oh, the gameplay was boring. Not at all. The missions were fun yesterday. But I think what's happened is much like when I played it in 2019, the interest has waned huge. So it did terribly. Okay. Now here's the thing. We are 20 hours into the game. I am not going to quit it now. You know, I've already invested too much. I'm not going to just say, oh, we'll stop playing it immediately. So what we're going to do is we're going to have it stay as night streams moving forward, okay? And it's going to basically be played once or twice a week on late streams, which will be what? The equivalent of like 4 to 5 hours of gameplay a week. And we're going to wrap it up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. From what I'm remembering, we probably have about anywhere from 8 to 10 hours left in the story of the game. So that's what we're going to focus on. You know, at one point I was doing side content. Remember, I did the vigilante missions. I did the taxi missions. I'm not going to do them anymore. There's no point because we were treating it like a chill hangout session where we would talk and interact when I did them. And now it seems like people are just bored with the game. So I'm just going to do what's necessary to get through the story. And that's going to be the end of the playthrough. Okay. I did my best. I had it as a day stream. I gave it a chance as a night stream and said we would even bring it back to the day stream if we got the support. It didn't happen. I really tried. I don't know what else to say. You know, maybe people are just tired of GTA 4, which I don't understand. I've only played it 3 times, once ages ago and once 6 years ago. Definitely, this is the best playthrough I've done of it when it comes to visuals and everything else. So, it is what it is. All right? So be it. Day streams now, moving forward for this week, will be a major focus on Donkey Kong and Death Stranding 2 and try to make big progress in both games before Mafia releases, and then that'll be the next game in the rotation. Okay? When I say